Good morning, dear students. I am teaching chapter 9 Reproduction in Animals. Today I will start lesson 9 and name of the lesson 9 is the Reproduction in Animals. And yesterday I have completed chapter 5 Coal and Petroleum and exercises also I have given, and today I will start with chapter 9. Name of the chapter 9 is the Reproduction in Animals. Chapter 9 Reproduction in Animals. So first is the introduction. Introduction. In class 7 you have learnt about the need for reproduction and the process of reproduction in plants. And if you recall, reproduction is the essential for the continuation of a species. What is the reproduction? Reproduction is a process in which it is essential for the continuation of the species. Imagine what would happen if organisms do not reproduce. If organisms do not reproduce, then what will happen? In such a situation, after their death, there would be no organism left. After, if reproduction is not there, then after their death, that type of organism will not appear, and so species would thus perish. And reproduction means creating new life. What is the meaning of reproduction? Reproduction meaning creating a new life. Creating a new life. What is the meaning of reproduction? Creating a new life. Next, producing young ones of own kind, generations after generation. Producing young ones. Producing young ones of own kind, generation. Producing young ones of own kind, generation. In this chapter, we shall learn how reproduction takes place in animals. In this chapter, we shall learn how reproduction takes place in animals. So, what is the reproduction? Reproduction means creating new life of the same kind. If a reproduction is not there, then after their death, no organism will be left. So, species thus perish. So, reproduction is necessary for the living organism and for the living being. So, we can say that reproduction is very essential. Now come to the modes of reproduction. What is the modes of reproduction? Modes of reproduction. Modes of reproduction. There are two modes of reproduction. First one is the sexual reproduction. Second one is the asexual reproduction. First one is the asexual reproduction. And second one is the sexual reproduction. modes of reproduction. In modes of reproduction, there are two types of reproduction. First one is the asexual reproduction. Second one is the sexual reproduction. What is the asexual reproduction? What is the first? We will discuss about the asexual reproduction. What is the asexual reproduction? So, in asexual reproduction, it is a type of reproduction which does not involve the union of gametes. What is the asexual reproduction? In asexual reproduction, it does not involve the union of gametes. New individual is produced from a single parent. From a single parent, new individual is produced. So this is called the asexual reproduction. This is called the asexual reproduction. And now come to the sexual reproduction. What is the sexual reproduction? It is characterized by the fusion of two cells or fusion of two gametes, that is the male gamete and female gamete. It is the fusion of the two gametes. First one is the male gamete, second one is the female gametes. And usually coming from two parents, not from the single individual. In the sexual reproduction, it comes through the two parents, the male and female gametes, and after fusion give rise to a zygote. After fusion give rise to a zygote, and then which develops into new individual. So we can say that in sexual reproduction, two gametes are there. First one is the male gamete, second one is the female gamete. Male gamete and female gamete, and it comes through two parents, male and female, and after fusion zygote is formed, then it develops into new individual. Now come to the sexual reproduction in animals. Sexual reproduction in animals. So first, in animals, some lay eggs while others give birth to young ones. In some situation, first they lay the eggs, and in other someone give birth to young ones. So first one is they lay eggs in some case. Do you know of animals which lay eggs? Animals like earthworm, butterfly lay eggs. Earthworm, butterfly lay eggs. And in butterfly eggs are laid on the leaves in a form of cluster. This is the leaves, and in the form of cluster eggs are there. So from these eggs come out caterpillar, and after some times eggs change into larva, then pupa, then adult, and this adult butterfly again lay the eggs. This is the life cycle. First adult butterfly lays the eggs, then this eggs change into the larva, then larva changes into the pupa, and then pupa changes into the adult ones. So this is the life cycle of the butterfly. After some times the caterpillar changes into immobile pupa. Pupa changes into the adult butterfly, and in animals like cockroaches 2-3 stages are there. A teeny adult like form comes out of the eggs, and two individuals are required. Two individuals are required in this animal for reproduction. And similarly in animals like birds, dogs, cats, human beings, two individuals are required for reproduction. Two individuals are required for reproduction. One is male and other is the female. In this type of animals, two individuals are required. First one is the male and second one is the female. And it is the female individual which in some animals lay eggs and in some others they give birth to young ones. Now come to the activity 9.1. In activity 9.1, find out the young ones of different animals and complete the following table. Animal, butterfly, young ones, larva, cat, you have to write what is their young ones. Now come to the what is oviparous and what is viviparous animals. What is oviparous and what is viviparous animals. What is oviparous? What is viviparous? What is oviparous and what is viviparous? Oviparous, these animals which lay eggs like the hen, frog, lizard and butterfly are called the oviparous. Animals, those who lay eggs, they are called the oviparous. Example, frog, lizard, butterfly are called the oviparous animals. And the animals which give birth to young ones are called the viviparous animals, like the humans, cows and dogs. Like the humans, cows and dogs. So this is the oviparous and viviparous animals. Oviparous, these animals which lay eggs like the hen, frog, lizard and butterfly are called the oviparous. And which animals give birth to young ones are called the viviparous animals. So I think all of you understood what is oviparous. Which lay eggs are called the oviparous animals. Example, frog, lizard, etc. And the animals which give birth to young ones are called the viviparous animals, like the humans, cows and dogs. They are comes under the viviparous animals. So these are the differences between the oviparous and the viviparous. So this is all about oviparous and viviparous, and till here you will study and you will take revision till here, and what I given and what I taught you today you will take revision. And in this, first you will study about what is reproduction and what is the reproduction means, which kind of reproduction is there, what is the modes of reproduction, and sexual, what is the sexual and asexual reproduction, what is the sexual and asexual reproduction, and then what is the oviparous and viviparous animals. So this is all about the reproduction. So you will take revision till here.